Welcome back to my channel. I know that it's been like a while since I posted a new video, but today I'm gonna make a tutorial on how to make a heart bracelet. And I know I've made one of these bracelets before. I can't find it, but I'm sure that I have a picture of it. So yeah, that's what we're gonna make today. If you'd like to use the bracelet book pattern for this, it is number 150 on bracelet book. So first we're gonna pull out our strings. So you're gonna take one and pull it out so it's from like fingertip to fingertip. It's called a wingspan length. And so it's gonna be like from one fingertip to the other. You got that? And then so you have one of these, and then you're gonna make another one of the same length. So you can just line it up again and then pull out the same amount. So now we have that color done. The next color, I have a dark blue. So I'm gonna find the end of this, and this is also gonna get two long strings. So you can just line it up with this one and pull out this as well. And then you can cut that, and then we're gonna do one more of the same color, same length. Just line it up and pull it out. And then we can cut that there. And then you have all your strings cut. So now we have 4 of these really long strings. And so we're gonna take the two ends, these together, and now it's gonna be like doubled, like that. You're gonna have a loop at the top. And so I like to do longer ties on my bracelets. So like this one has longer ties. Some people like to do a button, but that's just how I like to do it. So I'm gonna take it and wrap it around my fingers like this, and then put it back up through the middle. And then I'm just gonna make that knot here. So we got that. And now I'm gonna tape this down, and then we'll get started on the pattern. All right, so now we're gonna organize our strings. So I'm gonna have the blue be my darker color, like the background color, and then my red will be the color that makes the hearts. And so this one is pretty simple. You just do alternating on this side. And then you'll have double red in the center, and then alternating out this way too. So that's how your string should look with whatever colors you have. And so now we're gonna start with the first knot, which will be on the far left side, and it's going to be a forward-backward knot. So a refresher on that is this will be your bass string, and so this string is gonna make a 4 over this way, like a forward knot. We're gonna pull that to the top, and then it's gonna be a backward knot, so it's gonna make a 4 this way, and pull back to the top. So when you're done with the knot, you should still have your darker color on the outside, lighter color on the inside. Then we can set those aside, and you can take your next two, which is another dark and light pair, and you're just gonna do a simple forward knot with the dark over the light. So just the 4, and then up, and then the same thing. And there's your forward knot. Now we're gonna go over to this side and get a dark and light again. And this is going to be a backward knot. So it's going to be the 4 this way, and pull it through and up, and then that way again, and up. And then the last one in this row is a backward forward. So that will be 4 this way, and up, and then back the other way, like that. All right, so now we're going to go to the very center and take these strings right here and just do a forward knot with these. And if you have any trouble with the knots here, I'm gonna make just like a simple knots video, just explaining that part of it. So look out for that too. All right, so now we have the first like top part of it done, and we're gonna move on to the reds. So I'm gonna start over here with these two lighter ones, and I'm gonna do a forward knot with these. And then we're going to take the next one in line, which is this darker one here, and do another forward knot. Then I'm going to go back to the edge and do a backward knot with this over this, the light over the dark, like that. So it's kind of like an upside down V. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So start off with the two lights over each other. Then over this one. And this time, instead of just doing one backward knot, you can actually continue and just do the centers together. So it's the two center light pieces. And that can just be combined right there. And then we'll go back out to the outside with the light, with a forward knot over the dark. And now we have the top half of our heart done. Now we have to do like the inside background part of it. So you can take the two darks that are over here on the left side, and we're going to do 2 forward knots with these. So this will be number 1. This will be number 2. Now we're going to go over to the other darks on this side, and we're going to do 3 backward knots. So there's the first one, the second, and then here's the third, which will be just a combination of the 2 darks. And there's the inside of the heart. Now we're going to go to the edge. So we're going to start on the left edge, and we have a light and a dark, and we're just going to have that light go all the way to the center like a chevron. So we're going to do 3 forward knots right now. And if you don't know how to make a chevron, I'd suggest that video probably before this one, and I have a video of that. I can link it. And so this is basically just like a chevron right here. The heart bracelet, it's a good one to start with after you master the chevron. It's like a little more complicated, but not too bad. And now we're going to go to the right side and do the same thing, and this will be 4 backward knots all the way into the center. All right, so now you can see the heart that is formed right there. And so the last part we have is just like the bottom edges of the background color. So we have, take the 2 left ones, light and a dark, and we're gonna do a forward backward. So that's like the V, or sorry, the 4 this way, and through, and then the 4 this way, up and through. Now we're going to take the next blue in line, which is this one, and we're going to do a backward forward onto this red one, the same one we just did. So the 4 that way, and then back across that way. Now we're going to do a similar thing on the other side. So take the 2 ones on the far side, and we're going to do a backward forward. And then a forward backward with this blue onto there. So now we have all of our strings set up back to how they started, and that's like the first chunk of the pattern. Looks just like a heart, and so you're just gonna keep going from here. You can restart the video and it'll be the exact same thing. I'm gonna keep making this just like one more pattern, just so you know like where to go from here. So we're gonna go back up to the top just like how we started, and we're going to do a forward backward from this. Then I'm going to go to the center and do forward knot here. Backward knot with this one. And then I'm just going to combine these two right now. Didn't do that at the top because it's kind of hard to start off the pattern if you don't do the first row first, but you can just combine them right now rather than going back the second time. And then again on this side we'll do a backward forward knot. Now we're going to do the reds. So I like to just do the two edge knots, well, the combining knot right there, and then I do the edge knot, and then it's easier to just go into the center from there. Then we're going to go over to the other ones, combine these. I'm going to bring these ones to the center like a chevron, just with backward knots. So that's all connected, and then we'll go back to the edge, do the light over the dark forward knot here. So then that's the top of your heart. Then we're going to do the center of it. So take the blues and we're just going to like chevron towards the center. So we're going to do 2 forward knots with these. Like that. And then we're going to go to the other side and do 3 backward knots with these. Now that that's done, we're going to go to the far left side, take the red, and we're going to do forward knots towards the center. All right, so we now completed the second heart in this bracelet, and then the last thing we have to do is just the like bottom edges. So it's just forward, backward, and then backward, forward. And then on this side, a backward, forward. And a forward, backward. And so that's basically how the pattern works. You just keep repeating. You can go back to the beginning of the video or the part where I did the second heart, and you're just going to do that all the way down for as long as you want. I'm not sure exactly how many hearts I would do, maybe like 10, that's just a guess, but just keep going till you think that it's long enough. And then for my ties, I have a video on different ways to end your bracelets, so you could do braided, twisted, like fishtail, whatever you think for that. So that's the end of this tutorial. I hope that it was helpful. Just comment anything you'd like, and if you make this bracelet, you can tag me on Instagram, which is Island Bracelets Co. Also follow me over there, subscribe, whatever you want. And I hope this was helpful, and have a great day.